Good afternoon. Where were we? Day 58 now, leaving Maxton. Heading out of Maxton and towards Boswell's in the morning. Use the roads at first so I could go back to where I was picked up in the car. Keep yourself in line with me walk. And at Boswell's decided a bite to eat would be nice, a bit of coffee and that, and maybe a little sandwich or something. So I asked for to find a coffee of people, and they told us to go to the bookshop, which turns out to be a bookshop and a cafe where you can get a coffee, and I believe I had toasted buns and they were nice. Also, I decided I'll get myself an Ordnance Survey map because I was heading into Ordnance Survey land between Boswell's really and all the way through to the bottom of the Great Highland, West Highland Way. So, but they didn't have the one right type, so off I went blind again with my phone. I've got to say, leaving Maxton that morning, day 58, was a bit of a grind because I had people I knew, people helping us, meeting people, talking to people I known, all the way from Middleton. So basically, when I got to left Maxton that morning, I was back on my own again. I wasn't going to see anybody I knew now until the Great Glen Way, when Howard and Karen turned up to help us again. When they had time to come and help us. I'm saying turned up, that sounds awful. What I mean is, I was so grateful they came and helped us. But that wasn't going to be till the Great Glen Way. So I had a few weeks on my own again. And after all the seeing everybody, Roy, Ray, Dickie, Payne, everybody stand up, Debbie, Diane, Steve, June, Tommy, everybody, and just having a good time and still getting the walk done. It was back to reality. Out at Boswell's, down from some dips, along the riverside, met someone who spoke to us with a dog and actually sent £10 straight through. I think it might have been 20 even into the fund thing, which was brilliant. And past the donkey sanctuary, or was that the next day? I'm not sure. Anyway, the idea was to get through Boswell's following the St. Cuthberts Way, which vanished soon after, and so Boswell's was just how we did it. Slightly different track through a wood. Didn't get to the village I was supposed to, but it didn't matter because it was a case of just turning right. You couldn't miss the 3 hills, and the gap between the furthest from the A68 and the middle one is where you go through. The path takes you, and on the other side of that, dropping down, you will find Melrose. Eventually. So up the hills, brilliant views. Didn't climb to the hilltop as usual. We're not doing anything over the top. This is a long distance walk, not a sightseeing tour. after that it was a case of down the other side into Melrose eventually. Got some people mending a hedge. Met some people on the edge of town who spoke to us. A bloke, a guy who was part of Melrose Rugby Club, etc. And he was a nice bloke. I've been not to him and go find a campsite. And not the cheapest campsite in the world, has to be said. Having said that, a pretty nice one. Good facilities. Once in a while you've got to pay 20 odd quid because you need somewhere good, and I had somewhere good. I met a lad who was walking the opposite direction. He was going down towards Land's End from John O'Groats, and he was from Texas, actually from Dallas, Texas, because I found out a little bit more about him later on in the trip, as I met some people who'd already seen him, and there you go. I came across his stories of him in the West Linton of all places. Then he was a really nice young lad. He was really helpful, kind, friendly. Nice talk to him, and next morning I spoke to him again a bit. The night in Melrose was way to the ship in because you got a voucher in the caravan site which gave you a reduction of 25%, I think it was, off your meal. So off the ship in to make the most of the reduction. I had to wait a while before I finally got fed, but it was nice when I got it and I enjoyed it. Trip down to another little pub just for a quick one. On the way back to the campsite, had a bit of nattering there as well, and then into this bar, got a few bits and pieces, back at the tent. That was the day. Maxton to Melrose, and tomorrow's another day.